We are taking a look at two very serious officer-involved shootings in Memphis. We hear the numbers about the Memphis Safe Task Force reaching nearly 10,000 arrests since it started last fall. Now, these are tragic situations, and our commentary is not making light of these situations, just bringing attention to the nuance of these cases, diving deeper past the numbers and bringing context to these high-tense moments. So this week, a man died after federal law enforcement shot him while serving an arrest warrant in Frazier on Wednesday. It happened at the Burger King on North Hollywood. The TBI identified the man as Darren Pigram. Agents say Pigram was wanted for several charges, including aggravated assault and burglary. They say when they approached Pigram, he pulled a firearm, and then an agent shot him in response. Pigram's family told us co-workers painted a different picture.
One of the co-workers who said she was actually standing beside him said that the National Guard shot him, and he fell over into the grease. And from there, when he hit the ground, they bent over the counter and shot him 2 more times in the back. It's just a sad case because my cousin was just getting his life together.
Doctors pronounced Pigram dead at the hospital. The man's family says the restaurant's security cameras should have captured the incident, and they plan to talk to an attorney about what to do next. Now we're going to switch gears to Donnell Maxwell. He's the man accused of shooting a Memphis police officer in February. He made his first court appearance on Tuesday. He was captured May 7th after a months-long manhunt. Police released body camera footage of the encounter with Officer Oscar Torres Molina. The state intends to seek a sentence of life without parole if found guilty, according to the district attorney's office. Maxwell's bond has been set at $3 million. And for the sake of time, this is the last point we're going to make. There's a new lawsuit that claims task force agents retaliated against people for filming and documenting law enforcement activity across the city. The suit alleges that agents threatened observers, followed them, and falsely arrested them. So I'm going to open it up right to conversation now, or discussion now. Lane, I just want to ask off the top, this might be one of the first times we've reported an active lawsuit against the Memphis Safe Task Force. We get into the other incidents, but what are the chances that people have against suing the task force?
People can sue anybody,
right.
And the ACLU files a lot of lawsuits. They lose a lot of them, and yeah, I don't see this lawsuit going anywhere against the task force. I don't see it at all.
Right, Otis. I wanted to ask you. Okay, so going to the first two, body cam footage in general has really elevated, or just kind of really there's an evolution of how cases are handled now that we can actually see footage. So it's telling. We saw the body cam footage. Maybe we'll see the Burger King footage. I don't know. But what do you think that has to factor into?
Well, I hope we do see the Burger King footage, and I hope that, I don't know if the officers were wearing body cam. They were federal, so they may not have. I wish they had been. We can see what happened here. And if it's true that he pulled a gun on him, I think we all will agree that you can't do that. And because you're asking to be shot. And of course, with the man who shot the police officer, well, I mean, we've seen what happened there. And I think he is being handled very appropriately.
And Melanie, I'll ask you here. So we do hear numbers a lot from the Memphis Safe Task Force, but rarely do we ever seemingly get into the nitty-gritty details of each case. So is it important here, or to your knowledge, to really, how many arrests are happening daily versus how many of these cases are getting, in-depth looks at by these investigators, by lawyers, and seeing, just how different each case is?
Like you said, the law enforcement, I hear they are doing a tremendous job as far as getting the criminals off the street. And so it seems like there are some incidents like the one at the Burger King, it's going to get high visibility and attention. But I think we should just wait to see what the facts are, see what the camera footage shows before we go into judgment. But the task force are doing a great job, and I'm glad they're here. And
Senator Bill Hagerty did speak about expanding the Memphis Safe Task Force, and then the FBI director mentioned an office here. Otis, just what do you have to say? Or
well,
any of you have to say about
they're going to do what they're going to do anyway. I don't have an issue with that, or I do, but it doesn't matter. You mentioned the lawsuit over intimidating people who are taking video of the task force. That should not happen. People have a right. As long as they are not impeding or obstructing and they are on public property, they have a right to do this. I know somebody personally who is part of the task force working for ATF, and she is telling people, okay, you can film all day long, just don't interfere. I'm not going to have a problem with that. So if there is a problem with that, and people are intimidating people taking video, that should not happen.
Okay. Well, on that note, we are. Oh, last point.
I think the moral of the story here is don't pull a gun on law enforcement. Comply with what law enforcement says. You'll probably be just fine, but don't pull a gun on law enforcement under any circumstance.
We all agree on that.
Yes,
I
we
would
agree.
as well.
We agree.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for being here. We do have a bonus episode or segment on 24 Plus, so be sure to go check that out. But if you're watching us on ABC 24, thank you for watching. I hope you join us next week for ABC 24 This Week.